opportunity. And would you prefer a inspiration or a faxpiration for your good work?
I will take a DM inspiration and add it to my sheet.
Hell yes. Well, now we have our faxpiration question. What crazy activity would your character like to do before they die? I'll throw that up in the chat just in case we didn't get the opportunity to see that. And we will start with Akia.
I'm gonna try and come up with something that's just something different. And Akia has not really put thought to this. It hasn't really crossed their mind per se. But what they would actually like most is to just make something that gets them recognized as a person with value, and just sort of be just given that recognition by a large number of people as contributed and been valuable, and they don't actually know that yet.
Well, Akia, this is, of course, I wish that that your DM could tell Akia this, but this is, of course, complete meta knowledge. But you've done something valuable, and you have contributed something valuable. Your friendship to us all. I don't know if that would contribute to Akia's actions, but DM feels the need to say it.
That's sweet, thank you.
You're welcome. And you have earned faxpiration. Let us continue. Let us go to Lotus.
All right, well, originally, earlier in the week when you posted this, I was going to say, like, well, I think it would be a great getaway for a nerdy couple like Lotus and Watto to go to the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser. But then I saw earlier this week that it was closing.
Too soon.
Sorry. But moving on. I've decided on something a little bit different. I actually saw a video from this guy who travels to really cool and interesting places in Japan, and he traveled to this dinosaur-themed love hotel. And I just really think that would be really cool for Lotus and Watto to go to, if only because they would just spend so much time geeking out about the dinosaur stuff and probably spend more time doing that than, well, what you would normally expect people to do at a love hotel.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, I am excited to hear how it all goes down at the Dinosaur Hotel, and, if it's, a good time, if it's what it's all cracked up to be. Let us continue. Let's go to Avalas.
I actually have two, but they're fairly short. The first, I would like to meet another Eladrin. Everyone thinks I'm an elf. I'm not an elf.
But you got pointy ears, mate.
Yes, but different.
Yeah, but you got pointy ears.
I can see how that can be misleading. The second is I would like to sit down with Sylvanas. I have questions.
Okay. We all have questions for the Lord of Nature. For sure.
And I assume my second faxpiration from last session has gone away because it is faxpiration, right?
Because you have a bardic inspiration, you got fact.
Because I got I'm sure for something pithy, I said I got an extra one, and I was full up on DM, so I got an extra fax, but I didn't use it. So since I didn't use it, it just goes away, right? That's
correct. That's typically how we have been using those bad boys.
Totally fair. I don't like it, but totally fair.
Yeah, he's a bit pissed off now.
Exactly.
Well, hey, that's all right. We'll don't worry. You'll get to roll lots of skill checks. It won't be like the
I
other
know.
game.
That's why I need the fax.
You might be lucky. You might get another one here soon. Who knows? Let us continue. But first, we all have to say hello to Lex. Hello, Lex.
Hello.
Hello,
Hi,
Lex.
Lex.
Sorry for running late.
I completely understand. No problem. And everyone, we have to show there is a DM inspiration bot that has 1 DM inspiration given to me by Akia.
Do you even know what that's from, youngin?
Why do I feel like he's undressing me with his eyes?
He's
That
looking,
dungeon
he's
master from
looking
the East.
through my computer screen right now, and I don't like it.
He's like, hey, how you doing?
Oh, God,
man.
don't give him a voice.
Hey, how you doing? You romance this PC? Okay, roll some dice.
He's
Oh,
Danny
God.
DeVito.
Oh, God.
I love that. I love that. Alicia, if you feel confident and competent, we would love for you to answer our Factspiration question for this evening.
For Alicia, a little bit in that same vein, well, not in the same vein as the Love Hotel, but a dinosaur theme. I think Alicia has heard of this place called Chult, where there's supposed to be dinosaurs there, so they would like to see them. Not knowing that it's also a very horrible place as well, but, you find out that shit when you get there.
Yep. They wait until you get off the boat to tell you, hey, welcome to Suckland.
Don't eat the long pork.
Don't eat the long pork. Or do. It's all up to you. Well, perfect. It looks like you still have Factspiration from last session, so we'll let that ride a Runo. And last but not least, we have to ask Gaiman the Glaive, what is one crazy thing Gaiman would like to do before they die?
Yeah, so, like, I climb mountains, so I've been up high, like, really high. So, flying isn't all that interesting to me, but, I've never been on a boat. I'd like to sail around the known world. I think that would be, put me outside my comfort zone. I think that'd be pretty cool.
That would be really cool. Man, there was a while there where I thought every adventure that the DM was going to run was just going to be a nautical adventure, no matter what and how it started. It's nautical time.
I don't know, I see 2 big-ass lakes there. Sorry, 3. and a river.
And a river, and there's a sea of moving ice, apparently. It's inevitable.
I would like a fancy pirate hat now.
I can do that. It shall be done.
No, you don't have to. I was just being facetious.
All
Please
right.
don't. Please don't go to the trouble.
All right, everyone. Well, we have Factspiration, we have DM Inspiration, and I need to take us back to the map of the snowfield. And if we can remember, there is lightning crackling around this blizzard-filled scene. Snow is pelting you all in the face like the punch of a heavyweight boxer. The weather is harsh, and survival may just be harsher to make your way through this environment. If I remember correctly, we have 1 person left in the round to go, and that is Gaiman. And Gaiman is going to be the bastion on if you make it or if you don't make it through this first round. So I'm just going to put acted on everyone except for Gaiman.
No pressure.
No pressure indeed. Let's see, who did I miss? We got 1, we got 2, we got 3.
Avalos.
There's Avalos. Now, before we get started, any questions, comments, concerns, everybody? Are we ready to get after it?
I have a comment. This is a moonbeam, in case anyone forgot.
Yeah,
This is a moonbeam.
a constantly moving forward moonbeam so we can see. The
Great
flashlight.
inventive use of a spell. All right. Well, if
I have a
we
question.
are- Yes.
So, I had stepped away previously. Was there a target we were trying to hit? Like, is there a direction we're trying to go? Like a copse of trees, or like a particular direction, or like like an outhouse we can shelter in? Something? Is
Yeah,
there
I had
a
the same
direction
question.
to go?
Was there like a are we just trying to push forward in the snow? Is that what we're trying to do?
Great question, and maybe this can help. A cold open, if you will. The world around you is blurring in a whirling white dance. You feel the cold seeping into your bones. The dogs are pulling you all with great determination, muzzles lowered against the icy onslaught. The familiar path you were traveling is lost. The wind howling in your ears, a relentless beast that tugs at your cloaks and drowns out all other sounds. Your breath has turned to frost in the air. Each exhale, a visible reminder of the fight that you must survive. The sleds have grown very heavy. The pull on the dogs is arduous, and you have to navigate this current of frost or be lost to the storm. So the goal is to survive this first part of the challenge, hopefully making it to the eye of the storm. Currently, you guys need to hit 3 successes to end this first stage of the challenge, and you guys, I believe, are currently at 3. So if Gaiman can succeed in this check, you will basically end the round succeeding. If he fails, there may be a complication that happens at the end of the round.
Okay. So, what Gaiman would like to do, he is going to bellow out.
All the sleds, single file behind me.
He is going to leap from the sled that he's in. He's going to get ahead of it. He is going to rage, and with his newly acquired shield, he is going to become a snowplow, and he is going to use athletics and just fucking go as hard as he can, burrowing through the snow, blazing a path for the sleds.
That is so hype. Yes, you have advantage because of rage.
All right. Bonus action rage. And shit, I should look up the rules for jumping from standing position.
So for jumping, if you have a 10-foot run-up, you can jump your strength score. If you do not have a 10-foot run-up, it's half that.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I could jump 10 feet.
Correct. But yeah, I think it's incredibly hype what you have done. So you jump out acting as a battering ram, a snowplow in front of the sled dogs. The dogs are pushing you forward with their muzzles and their heads. And yes, give us that athletics check to see what happens here. All right, let's see what we got. Oh my gosh! That is surely a success. A 27. That's actually a critical success because the challenge for this first stage of the skill challenge was only a DC 13. So you guys move up to 4 successes. So you are able to make it through this blinding fury, this snow cloak that has blinded everyone. You are now in the thick of it.
Do we bank the extra asking for a friend?
The extra is just, a little pat on the back, a little gold star for you guys.
No.
But don't worry, gold stars matter at the end of the challenge. Don't worry. So we will now go to round 2. In round 2, the storm has roared in a fury, a demon made of ice and wind. You can see the dogs are straining at their harnesses. Their eyes are wide and filled with fear. The sled is shuddering beneath you all. The runners groaning against the building drift. The wind, acting like the blade of the ice knife killer, is biting at your skin. You must harness every bit of your strength, every trick of the wilderness, and every spark of magic that you possess to battle the blizzard's relentless onslaught. You will need 4 successes to end the round completely. The DC has raised slightly. There are 3 secret skills with a lower DC, and there will be a consequence to failure if you do so. We shall begin with Lotus.
All right. I would say after the last round, Lotus will untangle herself from untangle herself from dogs. Looking around, thinking quickly, trying to make sense of all the random information that Flavy's giving her in the heads-up display. She's like, okay, just all right, just deep breath, just think calmly, and then she gets an idea. Let's see here. Let me see here. I will go ahead and I'll spend a sorcery point so that I would cast Twin Spell Firebolt on the rudders of the sled, hoping that the heat would help them cut through the thick snow.
What an inventive and great idea. What I would like you to do for this is to give me a Arcana check with advantage, and you can use your Charisma. Now, for changing your skill out, everyone, if you, when you go to click on the skill, if you hold down Alt, it will allow you to change which ability modifier you use. Hot damn, that is a 24. That is 1 success. Very good. The rudders begin to run red hot and begin to cut through the snow, a heated knife through butter. Your journey is a little bit more smooth here. Excellent. Mr. Plow, excellent. Thank you for that, Lotus. Going down the line here, we are going to go to Akia.
Okay. So my idea, seeing that it's kind of like almost an avalanche situation where we're being just covered in snow and visibility is going down, Akia is going to go the avalanche survival technique of beeping lights and noisemakers, and they're going to try and do, if I can, I would like to do an Arcana roll to try and boost their, what's it called? Magical tinkerings to like make those rescue noises. Because I can just make them with actions. It's not like a short rest or a long rest or anything.
Sure, I'm into it. Yeah, go ahead and give me a Arcana check. And I should have told Lotus this. I apologize, Lotus. Arcana was one of the secret skills.
Ooh, nice.
So this is also one of the secret skills. Hot damn, that is a success. Oh, this music is very nice, but it is not appropriate for what is happening right now.
Perhaps some yodeling and shouting.
So your beeping and booping has alerted all of the dogs. The dogs kind of like are peaked up by this and are running harder.
All right, I'm thinking that'll help us keep track of each other's sleds. Like so we don't like if visibility gets like, 10 feet, 5 feet, 2 feet, we can still like see the flashing lights and sounds.
Excellent. Very smart
Single
gameplay.
file? I mean, Gaiman said, let's go single file.
Blarton is going to pilot the sled. Oh my gosh. It would be very hard to do this, but that's okay. We'll make it work. He's going to try to move the sled to single file and bury the bush. If you will allow him, we'll try to steer it single file as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I should have made these guys into tokens. That's okay. Alrighty. Thank you.
We'll bury the bush.
Oh, nope, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't move the map. Don't move the map, DM. Okay. Thank you, Akia. Let us move down the line to Alicia. Alicia, how are you going to contribute to the skill challenge?
Really just gonna be surveying the lightning strikes for a pattern to try and see if we essentially are just gonna be hopping around trying to avoid strike zones.
Makes sense to me.
A perception or a survival check? Just curious.
I think you could argue the case for either here. So I will say perception to almost like count the seconds and then dodge, or survival to instinctually know the patterns of lightning.
Okay. I'm gonna do perception check. I'm going to burn a DM inspiration to make that advantage.
Absolutely. We're at 2 successes right now, everyone.
Oh. 16.
A 16 is enough. Thank goodness for advantage here. You guys are at 3 out of 4 successes needed, as you are able to perfectly yell out when the sleds need to veer and turn to not be struck by lightning. Excellent. Okay. We're at 3 of 4. Bless.
Let's see. I have either animal handling or survival. I assume, let's see, Gaiman is not going to use animal handling, but might use survival. So I'm going to do animal handling. He will attempt to guide Zenith, and therefore the rest of the sled, which is unfortunately the one in the back, to kind of more accurately follow the moonbeam that is ahead, or, you know, theoretically is ahead of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And just try to get them to, stay within the path that Gaiman is trailblazing.
Excellent. Yeah, animal handling here. And you can have advantage on this check because of your excellent description.
Oh, thank goodness.
Absolutely. That is a 4th success. Actually, that is a 5th success because that is a critical 10 over the DC. So we're sitting at 5 successes here. Excellent. Okay. Last one in the round here. It's up to Gaiman again.
So with the rule of diminishing returns, so is it like per round, or is it just like in general?
I'm doing it per stage of the skill challenge. So, for example, if Gaiman did athletics here, he would not be at a penalty because he did not do athletics here in this stage. He did do it in the stage 1.
All right. Oh shit. I'm gonna have to rage again because I didn't take any damage and I didn't do an attack. Unless you like count my athletics with a shield as like attacking the snow.
Do you want to take some cold damage?
Cold damage would do it.
I was gonna say
Take
that
cold damage.
that you.
I mean, I'm only resistant. I'm not immune.
Eat the ice.
I was
Get
gonna say
brain freeze.
smacking into the ground with your shield, grappling the ground using your athletics. I'm gonna say you still have your rage active.
All right. I if you ruled otherwise, I would have been perfectly okay with having to rage again. So just for the record, I was clarifying, not trying to weasel out.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I'll keep raging, and I will continue to blaze a trail. Calling it out. Like, are we trying to head in a particular direction? So I'm like, behind the shield, I can't really see, even with the moonbeam going.
Player characters, does anyone respond back to Gaiman?
I mean, I imagine Alicia's the one doing perception this round, right? Did she see anything?
So, Alicia, you see that the eye of the storm is coming up soon. So you imagine that you need to continue heading, and we will say, because of the map, east to get to the eye of the storm.
All right, Alicia will yell it out. Keep going through, heading towards the east as best we can.
All right, I will continue using my athletics to plow a path in the blizzard. While raging, haha!
Absolutely, that is a success. You guys have 6 successes to end the second stage, which means at the start of round 3, you all have made it through the second stage. Now, everyone, as you finish this round, there is a complication. Can I have Akia? Akia, can you roll a d6 for me?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, I need everyone to give me a Constitution saving throw. The DC on this is 16. It is an important save.
Is this cold related or?
This is cold related.
Oof.
Okay.
Ooh, just made it.
Would resistance to cold damage be a thing you use?
It would be. If you have resistance to cold damage, you will have advantage on this saving throw.
Okay.
Isn't that pretty much everybody?
Avalis does not.
I think it's everyone but Avalis,
Yeah.
the druid.
Ugh.
Yeah, the Arctic Druid does not have it.
Oh, and Avalis, did you make a con save? If you did, I don't see it.
Oh, it says check. I'm sorry. Should have been a save.
I mean,
I don't
are you-
even.
Are you
Is it the same?
proficient? Because if not, it's pretty much the same, shouldn't it?
Oh,
No,
I don't
it's-
even see it in the chat.
Do you not see it?
That's
right.
it's thicker from the bottom.
It's right under Akia.
I mean, I hope you see it because I don't want that one.
Oh, is it right under Akia?
Yeah.
It's still,
He rolled a 12.
Yeah, it's the same thing. He
It
rolled
was
a
a
12.
12. Yeah.
All right, guys, this is a bad save. Do you want to use your Faxpiration on this if you got under a 16? Currently, Gaiman, Lotus are the only ones who succeeded.
I'd have to roll.
Man, I kind of want to see what happens if I fail, but
I mean, I've trying to roll a 4 out of 6. Faxpiration never works well for me. So.
All right, if you
I rolled it.
I was like, oh, you're gonna fail. Okay, if you do not succeed. Okay. Very close, very close. you will receive a level of exhaustion. So where is my stress? Okay, so I need to give 1 stress.
Oh, disadvantage on ability checks. Lovely.
Let's be honest. You're giving stress to everybody right now.
Yes, I'm giving stress 1 to Alicia. Oh, and Avalis, we need to give you the 1 D&D stress.
Oh, let me take that off then.
There we go. Okay, because I think everyone else passed. Perfect. All right, we're going into round 3. The temperature has intensified. Even those who have resistance to cold can kind of feel its bite. You are in the belly of the beast, the storm's heart, where the tempest has begun to rage with unabated ferocity. The dogs are barking and whining, their instincts telling them to flee, but there is nowhere to run. The sleds are bucking and lurching beneath you all, ice and snow forming treacherous obstacles. Your skin, if you have it, is numb. Your muscles, if you have them, are stiff, and your breath, if you breathe, is a ragged pant of exertion. This storm has claimed many lives before, but you are determined not to be its next victim. This is the final stage of the challenge. The difficulty has raised by just a bit. You will need 5 successes by the end of this round to be successful. Otherwise, there will be a complication. There are 3 new secret skills that have a lower DC. We will start with Lotus.
All right. Thinking. All right. I guess what I'll try to do instead here. Yeah, not gonna try going for the dogs again. That's no go. Tell you what, I'll head to the rear of my sled here, and I think trying to help out one behind me. Let's see here. Once again, just sort of here. Tell you what, I want to do the twin. Spend source point, do a twin firebolt, but instead I want to do it on, do it on their sled, so to help them out.
Okay, cool. We'll do the same thing. Give me Arcana with Charisma. We're in a new round here, a new stage of the challenge, so you do not have a penalty for repeated attempts.
All right.
Wow.
Nice.
Natural 20. And the other one was an 18 on the die. So, gosh dang, that is a critical success, as that is 10 over the DC. You have 2 successes here in this round.
I would say you might be able to just barely make out Lotus throwing out the fire bolts at the rudders of your sled and then giving you a thumbs up.
So cool. So cool. I love it. Here we go. We will continue. Akia.
All right, I'm gonna try Arcana again, but this time, since I've already got the magical tinkerings overloaded, I'm going to start creating bonfires to our left, so everyone can just stay just to the right of the bonfires to keep in a straight line.
Okay. Oh my gosh, yes, that is a success. Oh. Very cool. So everyone is being lit by not just the flames of Akia's fire, but by the lightning bolts, and you guys can see clearly where you are heading. I love it. Okay. Thank you, Akia. Alicia, you can feel the effects of the cold. What do you do here in the third section of this challenge?
Sorry, I'm just looking at some stuff. For any of the dogs that look like they may be, since we're kind of pushing them pretty hard, if there's any of them that look like they're kind of getting a bit wounded and whatnot, Alicia is going to look at them and cast. Wait, what? Spirit's on the thing. It's gonna cast 8 on them.
Oh, that is super cool.
To boost their hit points while also kind of healing them a little bit, just to be like keep at it. Would that be in the vein of?
I think I would accept either animal handling, because you're interacting with these animals directly. I would also take a just a
Religion?
caster check or religion.
I was gonna say a religion check because this is kind of more tied to her spell casting and her faith.
Yeah, I would take religion.
Okay, then I'm gonna spend another DM inspo to make that advantage.
Sure. A 21 is a success. Oh my gosh, you guys are crushing this so far. 2,
Yeah,
3.
we're crushing it.
You're at 4. So you only need one more success between Avalas and Gaiman.
Well, I have a penalty, so we'll see how this goes.
So did Alicia, but she could do this, and so could you. I love it. Okay, Avalas, you are up.
So Avalas sees the bonfire and the moonbeam and gets really confused because now there's multiple lights. So he drops concentration on the moonbeam because otherwise the dogs are going to get confused of what light to follow. So, so that's gone. And he will instead try to just figure out using his, Arctic Land Druid survival skills to try to figure out the best path to try to help guide them through.
I'm into it. Yeah, survival is perfect.
All right, here we go. Yep, that tracks.
Okay, a 12, unfortunately enough, will not succeed.
Yep, that is a failure. Sorry, guys.
No, we're okay. So we're at 4 successes, 1 failure. Okay, Gaiman, you can possibly send it to the other side of this storm here with this check.
All right.
Sorry, just weird pop-up stuff on my sheet now. I guess that's a feature of Foundry 10 or something.
Oh no.
Well, no, like if I hover over something, it's like I don't know, it's weird. It's saying something about like this feature has a active effect modifier or some such.
Mm-hmm.
Gaiman's not really in a position to use fire since I feel like he's using everything. He's like focusing on the rage and plowing. So we're just gonna use athletics and keep going.
Okay, here we go. And with that, You make it. You complete the skill challenge. The dogs are able to maintain their posture, maintain their courage. You feel that if you failed, you might have been stranded out here alone in this blizzard. Heroes, as you make your way through the other side of the storm, the blizzard slowly comes to an end. The snow continues to fall, but without the harshness that you experienced. The red crackling lightning seems to dissipate for the moment, and the loud, cacophonous sound of thunderstrokes are left behind you. Could I have everyone in the party give me a perception check as you throw a glance over your shoulder to the storm you are leaving behind? Oh my gosh.
Oh, I don't know where all these nat 20s are coming from. I really could have used them last night during Strahd, that's all I'm saying.
Can't wait to watch that VOD. Gaiman, I think is probably the most appropriate for this for you. As you maybe turn back from your role as a snowplow, you look up into the sky and you see in the clouds, maybe it is just a trick of your imagination, maybe it is just the extreme effort that you have put out, but you swear you can see the face of a warrior wearing a bucket helm covered in spikes, staring back at you from the clouds. The face is the gaze of a conviction and respect.
Okay, in that case, even though he's not sure he's seeing it, Gaiman will, in that case, with the shield on his left arm, he'll sort of let that hang to his side. He will draw out the flaming longsword, and he will, sort of do a salute using that sword to the thing he thinks he sees in the sky. Maybe he's saluting a worthy adversary. Maybe he's just like, yeah, the storm, you are worthy, you were strong. Who knows?
For my own imagination here, and for the imagination of everyone else, Gaiman, can you give me a pure Constitution check as you face the cloud?
Con check. Okay.
Okay. Cool. There are no ill effects. The challenge is ended. The adrenaline dump is real as you feel the feeling come back into your limbs, as the temperature comes back up slightly. As this happens, Avalis, what is your reaction to coming to the other side? Do you reach out or say anything to your companions?
No.
That tracks.
I wasn't expecting. Okay, Avalis, take a D of inspiration. That was just so funny. Okay, Alicia, same question.
Sorry, repeat that again.
Is there anything that you wish to share with your allies, or any interaction that you wish to have now that you have crossed over to the other side of the Eye of the Storm?
I don't think there is anything immediate that Alicia would be saying, especially on that last perception check. Have they actually been able to see what was going on? Maybe, but not in this case.
Sure. Okay, no problem. Akia, same question for you.
Hmm. Akia's, I think, after settling down a bit, they're just, I think they're just gonna ask Blarton. It's like, is that what cold always feels like to you?
Blarton will say, "Yes, it does. It feels like it stings at your very soul. A knife cutting through your guts."
And they'll just sort of to themselves just think about that feeling that they've never experienced quite like that before.
Excellent. Lotus, same question for you.
I'd say Lotus would probably start confidently just striding back towards the back of the sled, then acts like there was a bit of a bump, and then she'll just sort of like tumble over and just sort of catch herself on Watto and just say like, "Oh, sorry about that. Watto, could you help keep me warm?"
Of course. I have this spare blanket. Here, let us cocoon it around ourselves so that we may be Dale burritos.
Ooh, burrito. It's been a while since I've had a good burrito.
I've heard of them. They are served in a land called Mastica. Here, I will tell you more about them. And he begins to whisper to you about about burritos and their origin in the land of Mastica. Last but surely not least, Gaiman, as you've seen the sight and you have completed this challenge, is there any interaction that you wish to have?
Yeah, Gaiman is going to. This is going to sound a little corny, but this is. Gaiman may have found God. Literally. He is going to sort of put away his weapons and he is going to find Alicia and he is going to quietly ask her, what was it for you like to like pray or like commune with your deity?
Alicia will kind of give you a bit of a quizzical look, as this is a question they were not expecting from Gaiman, of all people. Well, the gods work in mysterious ways. Not all the time they will acknowledge or hear some of the words that you send to them, but faith is still believing that you'll be able to produce a positive outcome even if no one is listening. That even if they are busy with something else, just knowing that they exist sometimes will give comfort.
Yeah, but what if like God challenges you, right? But like you're into it, like they're putting tests before you.
Well, it would be a challenge of perseverance. This whole eternal winter, eternal night, I view it as a challenge from Lathander to be able to overcome it and see if there is a solution to it. It is hard work. It will continue being hard work, but knowing that people will be able to go back to their normal lives when the sun returns is enough.
Oh, but you don't know. You just like trusting that it'll happen. Like the outcome will be either like you're going to do it, or like they'll make you do it, or something.
That is faith. Sometimes it's just trusting that you'll be able to do something, even when the odds are still stacked against you. Knowing that, or at least hoping that, when everything has you kind of backed up, that you'll be able to rely on something to keep you pushing forward. And sometimes it doesn't have to be faith in the god. Sometimes it's just faith in yourself.
Oh,
I will say this is a bit interesting. I would not have pegged you for one to be curious about the faith.
well, I mean, you don't know everything about me.
No, I don't. Would you care to talk some more about this?
Yeah, but I need to think on what you said.
That's fine. Take some time. Let it process, let it sink in. And if you have any more questions, I'll do my best to answer them.
Gamon's gonna nod. He's gonna be kind of, you know how a child would like get excited once they discover like a new idea, but in this case he's not gonna spaz out about it. He's just trying to understand this new idea. But there's like this sort of, there's a new energy to his body language, if you will.
I think would you say that it's relatively easy enough to pick up on with Alicia's proficiencies and like insight and stuff?
Probably.
Okay.
I mean, he does not do deception well.
Yeah.
Like his idea of like being deceptive is just like not talking about a thing.
It's better.
But that doesn't mean he isn't like broadcasting how he's feeling. So.
Yeah, he wears his emotions more on his sleeve than behind any veils or anything like that. If you're still jogging alongside the sled, Alicia will just like kind of pat the seat and be like, "Take a seat, take a load off, and just think about it."
Yeah, he probably would have still been running. Just like
she's just running while having this conversation.
I mean, he's got a 20 strength and a pretty good con, so
yeah. I just find it funny though.
Okay, in that case, this is definitely not a sled composed of evil. There is no bush at hand, or is there? No, the bush is. Oh, there's the bush. Okay,
this is the sled of piety.
Okay, Gabon will join the sled of piety.
No, it's like we've already established. This is the air quotes evil sled.
Sure is.
Listen, I'm not trying to point fingers, but that bush is definitely fucking evil. So is the mask.
The bush and the mask. I mean, thankfully you don't think Watto's evil. Or do you?
I mean, he's pretty sus. He was part of a cult.
Jury's still out.
Yeah, he's certainly an influence upon Lotus.
And, he's the only one here who has admitted to be in the service, or previously in the service, of a demon prince.
Highly sus.
Absolutely. So, heroes, time passes.
No.
What?
Sorry.
You said, "Oh no," and I was like, "What?"
Yeah, I mean, is everything okay?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I was just doing a stupid reaction to time passes.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I got worried there.
As like, pretending like, it was an event that occurred.
It's the one thing that affects us all, the linear movement of time.
roughly
yeah, like, oh no, we're all older now. I don't know.
an hour passes.
Allow me to introduce you to necromancy.
And after that hour, your sled dogs come upon a ridge. The biting wind carries an eerie silence, broken only by the rudders of the sled, as the snow dogs come to a stop.
Would it be out of place for me? Would it be wrong of me for every time you say an hour passes to make a crafting roll?
No, please go ahead. We're like, all right, guys, we're not in immediate danger. Hold on, let me pull out my fidget cube. Okay.
Okay.
Ahead.
I mean, you're gonna go blind if you keep doing that. I mean,
It is okay.
or maybe get like hair on your palms, or like it's not decent to do that in public.
I'm immune to most poisons. It is fine.
Ahead of you, the white expanse breaks into a morbid tableau. You see in the snow scattered remains of a humanoid. There is a torso, severed limbs, and bloodied snow painting a gruesome picture. Not shown on the map because I didn't want to paint that because that sounded kind of gnarly. So you guys do see that ahead of you.
How far ahead?
From your current position on the ridge, it is roughly 30 feet away.
Alicia will get off the sled and we'll kind of head towards it.
Yeah, it's like I'll reluctantly untangle myself from the burrito and just say, like, you stay here with Red, okay?
Yes, I want to keep the bush safe. And he and the bush are holding each other for safety.
You do know that bush is evil, right? Says Gaiman as he walks by.
Alicia, check for the insignia of the Battlehammer clan.
That'll be one of the things I look at. Yeah, when they reach the corpse. I guess mainly medicine check, but also yeah, for right now it's just gonna be a medicine check. Just to try and determine
Oh, we don't have the torch macro anymore?
For torches, can you guys right click your token? And then there should be a little button that you can press that looks like a little fireball that turns torch on and off.
I'm not seeing it unless there's something different.
I don't have one of those.
Alright,
I used to have one of those.
I have one.
I'm gonna just go ahead and cast light on myself.
I'm going to... Hold on.
Oh, do you guys have torches in your inventory?
Yes.
Oh, that's strange. If we need quickly an aside, if we need torches, boop, go down to here. This is
Gaiman, it looks like your light is on.
torch.
Oh, not for your new weapon, no.
Yeah, that's basically what I was aiming for, because like it would be oh, there it is. Okay, I just had to restart Foundry.
Oh. If you all need a torch, I have created a torch macro. Okay, so you come upon a terrible, gruesome scene that you see upon you. There is the ripped apart body of a humanoid. I see that there is some guidance.
Yep, guidance, and then hopefully medicine check.
Absolutely. You can give me a medicine check here. Is anyone else in the party proficient in the medicine?
Not proficient in medicine, but I've certainly seen my fair share of dismembered bodies. So, can I tell what kind of creature, what kind of humanoid it was? At least.
Eamon, with your expertise in this, and Alicia, your excellent medicine check, here's what you will find out. Number one, this body, you can tell it is missing its head, and you can't find its head anywhere, not anywhere in the close vicinity. The second thing you find out, that as you put the body like together, maybe puzzle piecing it together, this is the body of a dwarf. So that's interesting. Another thing that you find out, Akia, you said look for the insignia of the Battlehammer clan, correct?
Correct.
This humanoid has a foaming mug emblazoned on the leather armor that used to cover his chest. Now it's kind of hanging there limply, but you recognize that as the Battlehammer clan insignia, a foaming mug. And last but not least, this body appears to have been torn apart by Fang and Claw. Which Fang and Claw, you will have to use a nature check to decipher what possibly could have done this.
Oh, I'm actually good at that. Is anyone else proficient?
Avilis is, and he just became a wolf because he has keen senses now.
Hell yeah. Okay, we got a 13. And I'm going to say with Avilis as wolf, maybe with some help here, Akia, these wounds appear dealt by reptilian Fang and Claw.
That's odd.
Indeed.
Well, I don't like you going, It's usually a bad sign.
Do I know of many reptilian creatures that live in this? Well, it's not 10 towns. The north up here, the Arctic, with fangs and claws. I don't think toads have fangs and claws.
Well, toads are amphibians.
Yeah, I don't know any lizards up here.
You
Do
can
I know of any lizards up here? Is
you
that
can
another
give me
nature check?
a separate nature check or a history check. Perhaps you may have read about something that may live up here.
Sure, same roll.
I can make that advantage.
Sure.
Help.
Mm-hmm. As you are standing around everyone and you are pondering this, to represent your skill check here, because it was very high and very good, Wado walks up and says, Akia, this body, do you remember the book that you checked out from the library? Wait, did you ever check out a book from the library? Or am I confusing you with someone else?
I never made it into the library.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe my mind was going other places. But
When I arrived, I believe now I can see that I was tricked by someone that just happened to be standing there.
And your mind goes to ice or frost salamanders that live in the frozen parts of the world, that crawl out of the space between planes.
Oh, dang. Cross between planes?
Yes, you know that salamanders are creatures that live in the various elemental planes of this world and the worlds beyond. Frost salamanders inhabit the elemental plane of cold, and they are known to slither onto the material plane to snack upon the creatures of this world, finding them very tasty.
Oh yeah, I remember. OOC, I remember I actually threw a fire salamander at Gaiman's player one time.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when you were in that volcano?
Maybe. Yes, I do.
You would know that this world that they come from is called Frostfell. Avalus, as you are sniffing about, you notice that there is actually something interesting. You see that there is tracks leading over the ridge, heading to the northeast, and you can smell goblins.
All right, I will. Well, there's only so much I can communicate as a wolf, but I will circle the tracks to draw attention to them, and hopefully somebody else will notice.
What is it? What is it, boy? What is it?
No, just
Did we
ask
find the well?
everyone, please. Just ask Avalus yes or no questions when they are in beast form. It makes it much simpler.
Did Timmy fall down the well again? One bark for
Avalus-
yes, two barks for no.
He kind of cocks his head sideways at you.
He doesn't say that. Alicia doesn't actually say that.
But he does, having never heard the sound a wolf makes other than a howl, I guess he kind of howls a little to get everyone's attention and like taps his paw at the tracks.
When we were,
And then,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
And then he points his nose up at beyond the ridge.
When we were speaking with the dwarves about this shipment, did they say that it was like on a sled or something? Like, how is it being transported again? Like a wagon?
They did. It was by sled.
Okay.
Unless I am mistaken, DM.
You are not mistaken. Yeah, you are correct. It was being dragged by some giant sled carrying all of those ingots.
It seems that Avalus has detected something up ahead. Lotus, maybe you should lower your lights for now, as Gaiman and I move ahead to investigate.
All right, Lewis nods and she'll go ahead and dispel her light.
As Akia motions up ahead, Avalus growls low enough for them to hear.
And for my sanity, everyone who investigated the body parts of this fallen dwarf, can you give me an investigation check, please?
Well, this is going to be pretty. Are you kidding me right now?
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
This bodes well.
Where were these fucking rolls last night?
I feel like this is just really appropriate. Akia, I know that your investigation check was higher, but would you allow me to allow Gaiman to find this? Because he rolled a natural 20 twice.
Sure.
Okay. Gaiman, as you maybe stumble upon or looking at some of the body pieces that you have found, you find a piece of this dwarf's effects. You find a locket that has appeared to be intact. It is made of silver, and the locket appears to be not broken in any way, and the clasp appears to be working. The locket is currently shut.
Ooh, shiny. Shiny, yeah. Let me see if we can open this up. Yeah.
Are you okay, Gaiman?
Well, you don't make noises to make things comply.
And Gaiman's going to try and open up the locket.
for my sanity here, and because I think that this is appropriate, can you give me a sleight of hand to try to open it without busting it?
Oh God.
Okay, so what happens here? Maybe it's quite appropriate. Because it was pretty cold, so you put maybe just a little bit too much muscle in it. But the lid kind of pops off the hinge as you look at the picture within. You see a picture of a beautiful dwarven family, all wearing the standard of the Battlehammer clan, the foaming mugs upon their breastplates and armor. All of them dressed in the standard dress of Icewind Dale, furs and heavy cloaks.
Because Gaiman broke the locket, he's going, oh shit, fuck. And he's gonna he will take note of that and sort of pause and stop his swearing at being so ham-fisted about this. And he will turn to Akia and kind of cupped in his hand proffer them to him and say, yeah, I found this. I kind of broke it. Can you fix it? I think it should go back to the lad's family.
I believe so. It should not be too much of an issue. And everyone might be surprised. I actually know more than one cantrip. I actually have 2 cantrips, and the other one is mending.
Look at you. Look at you.
It's been there all along.
After nearly 25 sessions, we finally see his second cantrip. Love it. Yeah, you're able to put the pieces back together.
I'll actually ask Blarton to, while we're investigating the goblin tracks, which we don't know are goblin tracks yet, to load the body onto the sled so that we can return it along with anything else that we find eventually.
Sure. Now, as you all are looking around these tracks, it has been marred by various different types of tracks. It is a chaotic symphony of impressions. Amidst this, you see distinct grooves led by a sled, providing you the direction that Avalis has pointed out.
Gaiman, I believe we should lead the way on this one.
All right. I mean, whatever attacked that dwarf, would it take off, a sled full of stuff?
The frost salamander. I don't believe so, but
Ooh, frost salamanders are they tasty? Can I fight one? I would like to fight one.
I assume that it went back to its plane of Frostfell after it ate, and that something
Oh.
else came along and took the ingots.
Damn it. Oh, something else to the ingots.
But that is just speculation.
No, I mean, that makes sense. What could want the ingots?
And you're going to see Gaiman really start to screw up his face and try and think, maybe you smell smoke. He does not come up with anything.
Yes, Akia will attempt to move stealthily, and it will go very badly.
Okay.
Probably.
So you have entered into the chase, trying to find the path of what is happening. So as you begin to follow the tracks, you are heading deeper into the heart of Icewind Dale. Your path tell me if I'm wrong here. It is only lit by the dim light falling from the sky, reflected back onto you by the cold snow.
Akia and Gaiman both have light sources out, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Gamon's got his new flaming longsword.
Dope, dope, dope. I only ask because I think heard someone say that turn off your light to
Just,
to
just a
Akia,
lotus.
Akia
Just a
asked
lotus.
me too because he knows I'm the squishy spellcaster.
that makes sense. So
Gaming can
everyone-
survive a surprise round with goblins.
And then,
theoretically.
and then Avalos may or may not have a necklace that glows on.
Yeah,
up to them when they transform.
Yeah, because by rules as written, the wolf does not have dark vision.
I would say though, before we head out, Lotus would walk up to wolf form Avalis and just say, like, this may seem like an odd thing to ask, but can I pet you?
Wolfless will kind of go up to Lotus and just sit with his head up. You think that means yes?
Yeah, she will just very gently pet down the top of your head.
Unlike the winter wolf, he is very soft.
Yes, you guys did discover that the winter wolves not so soft at all.
And Avalos is, of course, like all his forms, snow white in color.
She'll just pet you a couple times, just say, yes, good boy.
He's half expecting Alicia to say that I'd make a good coat.
Not that heartless, Jesus.
But she's thinking it.
So she,
Damn. Maybe for half a second.
I love that. So, everyone, as you are attempting this to kind of figure out your way to go, could you each give me a perception check? And this is going to rely on sight. Perception check on sight. But that might not matter for Wolfless. He might be like, I can do both.
He does have advantage, so we'll see how it goes.
There we go.
Ooh, 24.
Okay. You all can see roughly 200 meters away. The distant figures on the horizon, lit by what appears to be a firelight that you think have not detected your presence yet. So you have the opportunity here to engage it in whatever way you see would be fit.
Just to kind of be sure, Alicia's going to cast Locate Object. I think we had talked about it before. That if there are detecting ingots, I guess is the more general term, but not like, specifically iron ingots, but just ingots in general, with the foaming mug insignias on them. This would work.
Yes, and you are within 1,000 feet,
Yeah.
so you are getting a ping like, it's that way. You can feel it.
And it's pointing directly to where we're kind of looking at right now with these individuals, like off on this ridge.
Correct.
Okay.
With the 24, can I deduce how many there are?
You see on the horizon with your very high check the outlines of 8 individuals. 6 of them appear quite small on the horizon. 2 of them appear very, very large.
I will do 6 small taps with my paw and 2 like full body jumps.
Now we get to play charades.
Yeah. Oh,
Damon will start doing jumping jacks, thinking that he's being invited to exercise.
I don't believe it is time for that. There's
Oh,
creatures up ahead.
sorry. I thought we were doing like
Yeah.
stretches and whatnot.
Avalis nods up and down and then taps 6 times with one paw, and then like on up and down 2 more times.
6, very excited.
Avalis just sighs.
The wolf size.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure about what Avalis is
Avalis
trying
seems
to
very excited that there are 6 creatures ahead of us. I still believe
mean-
that Gaiman and I should approach first.
Do we want to like talk it out, or do we want to just like go in
It's-
like blazing? Okay. Maybe we won't go in blazing,
It's
right?
Oh, he was pro blazing.
Oh,
Well, no, it's just Gaiman's so used to people reacting negatively to his ideas that he took the growl as, no, we're not going to do this. We're going to go talk. He was like, okay, fine.
So, wait. what is-
should we approach should we try to approach stealthily? I think so. I don't think it's gonna work, but
we can attempt that.
Yeah, I mean, Jimmy can try.
Right,
He does have a
I-
flaming sword in hand, but he can, like, put it away. He can put it in the golf bag of weapons. Won't be as, bright.
From what I can tell, the ingots are over in that direction, so we have her.
all right.
Rory.
All right, let's go. I guess Akia and Gaiman, unless anyone's not cool with that, Akia and Gaiman will go first, and we'll attempt to approach stealthily. And I assume everyone else will be close-ish behind.
Sounds good.
Excellent. Yeah, so for everyone trying to sneak up on the ingots, please give me a stealth check.
Mine is at disadvantage.
I
That
guess,
sucks.
I guess we're all doing is stealth.
Gaiman will try and sneak, and he will use a DM inspiration to try and roll with advantage.
Okay. Let's see here. Ooh, okay.
No, with advantage.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, it was just my reaction was terrible there. I apologize.
Well, that makes sure.
Okay, so we got 5 checks there. So we got a 10, a 19, a 17, a 9, and a 22. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So as you are approaching the ridge, let me move you guys to a map, and then I'll explain to you guys what you see. And I'm guessing for most of your allies, they are staying back with the sleds to make sure that your dogs aren't like kidnapped and eaten by a fucking frozen salamander.
Yeah.
Oh. And okay. So as you approach the ridge, let me activate the map.
He's not prepared for combat. This poor wolf.
Oh, and we need to have Wolfalus here instead
Oh,
of.
I'll drag him.
Mm-hmm. And I'll kind of paint the scene that you guys see as you were trying to sneak up. You can
Happy
see
little trees.
that there is a giant sled/wagon strapped to 2 polar bears. Surrounding the polar bears, you see 6 goblins. The inside of the wagon is lit. You can see that there is a fire inside, and you can see that there are shadows moving within the wagon. Currently, you all are hidden from these goblins. They don't seem to have noticed your presence quite yet, as they are all squabbling and squawking in their harsh language to one another.
In this setting, are goblins like
This
people?
is the image you see when you approach the ledge. There are tribes of goblins that are not warlike or antagonistic or villainistic. These do not appear to be that kind.
Okay, monsters. Check.
Just as people can be monsters, these appear to be the same. And flavor text here. The creatures you've been following appear to be goblins. Based on their stature, all 6 of them are groaning, grunting, and cursing as they haul various items back and forth from the wagon to around it. Harnessed to this conveyance are 2 roaring polar bears that do not appear to be happy.
Is this a drop? A ledge drop?
This is a ledge drop. It is a 10-foot ledge drop here. I will draw that on the map as you guys are thinking about what you want to do.
I want to roll initiative. I want to be like, Gaiman, let's go.
Let's kick these guys' ass,
Yes.
is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what I would like to do.
It's just, some fucking goblins. We could maybe try and, take the piss out of them, avoid a fight. But we do have, squishy people with us. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll fuck shit up in a heartbeat. It's just,
Well, that's why I asked
that
first.
blizzard.
That's why I asked the DM first if they are people or monsters, and what I got back I'm interpreting as monsters. OOC. And so I'm like, let's roll initiative.
Right, but Pedro might look at the Goliath and be like, "Oi, is it fucking 7-foot tall monster?" I'm just trying to be like, conscientious of the world around me. Again, I will fuck shit up in a heartbeat. However, just want to be conscious of other possible options.
But we'll lose our advantage if we go talk to them.
Well, I mean, what if I just go talk to them? I'll try and take the piss out of them.
If you really want to.
Well, no, maybe I could bluff them or whatnot.
Do you speak Goblin?
No. But I've got a bit of a reputation. I'm a big guy. I mean, I'm like twice their fucking size. Maybe they'll think twice. I feel like Keelan's over here having this conversation. Thanks to Keelan.
Absolutely.
The cameraman's putting out a lot of light. Just so you know. Oh wait, no, is it? No. Yes.
Yeah, that's the cameraman.
It has vision in darkness.
Oh no, I can't. As long as I'm selecting my character, I can't see tokens that it can see. It's just revealing the map.
But now it should not have vision in darkness. But there is some light ambiently around the map.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that. Are those like fires or?
That is auroras, essentially, floating from the sky. Now, one thing I do need to do, let's preload this. I need to go from one map, so I need to activate like the start screen. Boop. And then take you guys right back, because otherwise the map is going to be funky.
Now, hold on a second here. The Aurora Borealis, at this time of day, this time of year, at this part of the country, completely localized in your D&D campaign.
I know. Next, you're going to tell me that there's alligators living in the sewers. It's a whole thing.
Akia does not know what to think about Gaiman's proposal to go talk to the goblins. So they're just gonna be like, "Oh, okay. If you want to go talk to them, I guess go talk to them."
Yeah, Lotus is a bit surprised at this as well, but says like, "All right, Gaiman, if you want to talk to him, that's fine. I'll keep up here behind cover, and if things start going tits up, I'll just start throwing magic missiles at him."
Do you want me to go with you?
I mean, you can. I mean,
Akia's just confused.
I don't understand what the big deal is. I mean, I'm just trying to do something different here.
Okay, I shall go with you then, I suppose. All right. I guess when Gaiman drops down and starts walking in, Akia will just do the same thing.
Yeah, Gaiman will he'll jump down from the ledge.
As you do so, all of the goblins scream in terror as you just drop out of the darkness, like the Batman. They all go, "Ah!" And the insecure goblin warrior begins to scream in the goblin tongue. Does anyone in the party speak the goblin tongue?
No.
Gaiman does not.
Yeah, I do not, and I already used Watto's ability for this long rest, so can't use it again.
Okay. Do you have how do you try to communicate with them as they are kind of screaming in terror at the moment?
Gaiman, he had the before I get into that, do you need us to like roll anything for like a landing, or
I will
can
say
we just
that
like
for this, you guys could do the tried and true hold onto the ledge, lower yourself down till you're less than 10 feet, and then drop so you don't take fall damage.
I'll
Okay.
do that. I don't.
You don't do that?
Oh, I said I'll do that.
Do you guys know that that was a thing you could do?
No, I just thought it'd be more badass just to like jump down.
I
Okay.
figured that's what you were gonna do
In
while
superhero land?
Akia lowered themselves.
Okay, in that case, Gaiman is going to he's going to try and jump down and be badass.
Okay, for a badass, give me an athletics check, please. Okay, pretty badass. You do a sick-ass blade landing as you land, and there's a small crater of snow collected about you.
In that case, Gaiman will twirl his sword a little bit and he will stick it point down into the dirt. So he is not presently armed. He just has his shield equipped. And so he's going to like gesture and be like, "Oh, calm down. Could have easily slaughtered the lot of you. Does anybody here speak giant or common? You know, giant. Does anybody speak giant?" As he's saying giant, does anybody speak giant? He is speaking in giant to the goblins.
The goblin warrior runs to the wagon and starts beating on it. And from within it, the door kicks open. And from within inside, a goblin appears that looks like this. His mouth is slobbering. And as it looks out, it responds softly to you all. Who is that?
Who's what? Who? We?
Who is
Who am I?
screaming at my goblin forces?
I'm not screaming. I was just, talking. Ask if anyone spoke common. Anybody speaks giant. I am Gaiman the Glaive. This is my mate, Gear 13. And I think you got some dwarven property.
Dwarven property?
Ingots and whatnot. Marked with, frosty mug, that sort of thing.
Well, My name is Izabai, and I am the leader of these goblins. We found this sled out here in the wilds of the Dale, next to a dismembered corpse.
Right, yeah, we found that corpse. Yeah, I know it's like salvage rights and whatnot out here, but we were hired like by the owners of those ingots to bring them back to the rightful owners. So, like, can we have them, please?
It looks to you with a shrewd glare and says, "We are members of the Ironjaw clan. We are bringing these ingots back to our home in Karkolok. We need them to produce our weapons and our armors and our hunting tools to survive this harsh winter."
Okay, but like, that's not our call on what happens with those ingots. Now, the dwarves that own them might be like, oh yeah, we'll sell them to you for like a price, but we can't like sort that out. So if you come with us, maybe something can be negotiated. You know?
They look around at you all, and please give me a persuasion check.
This is gonna go tits up. You know what? Fuck it. I'll burn a DM inspiration to roll with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You've been having some decent rolls today.
Oh my gosh.
There you go.
What did I say? What did I say?
Izabai looks to you and says, how about this? Our plans were to bring these to Kakalak, but you say these belong to dwarves. Are these dwarves of the valley? The cup dwarves. He points at his chest.
I have no idea.
He looks to
What did he
you
say?
again.
The
The
puff?
Dwarves of the valley.
The dwarves of the valley, the cup, C-U-P dwarves.
Oh, cup dwarves. The dwarves that claim ownership of these ingots are the Battlehammer clan. They work the cairn and transport them back to the large city to the southwest.
Don't want enemies of Battlehammer dwarves. Cup dwarves deadly. Cup dwarves wear helmets. It looks to you. We do not want this problem. Perhaps you can come to Kakalak at some point and help us. You look like good people. Help Goblin tribe?
I mean, maybe. I mean, it depends on what you need help with, but I mean, I don't speak for everyone here. I'm just like the big dumb guy who can like take a punch, a lot of punches. So yeah, they set me out first. But you know, maybe.
You sound pretty smart to me. You sound like good guy. You would make it in Kakalak.
All right. Jamon's going to turn to Akia. I guess I might be a pretty smart guy in Goggalok.
Maybe I set you up with my sister. Do you like goblin women?
I don't know, to be honest. I've never met a goblin lady before.
They all the goblins begin to cheer and whoop, and he turns to them and says something in Goblin, and he says, "You would like goblin women. You would like, you want to be set up with my other sister or brother?" He points at you, Akia.
I have not had any interest in those types of things as of yet.
That's okay. Maybe you have just goblin fun.
Well, I am a child, so I figure maybe when I am an adult.
We have many children in Kakalak. Goblin, breed quickly. Very good at breeding.
Gaiman's gonna kind of get an awkward look on his face and blush a little bit at the Goblin's very good at breeding comment, and he'll kind of look around awkwardly.
Here, we shake hand, make deal. You come to Kakalak. You come help us. You come help make our village safe.
What safe from what?
For the winter, we need supplies. We need food. We need protection.
Gaiman will look back to the party and say,
I mean, we're all about helping people, right?
Oh yes, of course.
I guess they're not part of the 10 towns settlements, but if they are requiring assistance, then sure.
I mean, they're asking nicely,
Yeah,
more or less.
that is true.
Okay, we can help you.
and Gaiman will grab his hand and give it a firm handshake.
Mm.
Maybe crushing it, I don't know. He's not really paying attention.
He says, good handshake, good handshake. So, you make promise under the eye of Magrubliet.
We made a promise to the eye of the who's it or what's it?
Yes, we did. The god Magrubliet, god of goblins.
Okay. Right, yeah. Definitely will respect your god. Yeah. We will help you. We just got to deliver the ingots first. And then we can help. Right, guys?
Sounds good to me.
They nod, and the goblins begin, basically, he says something in Goblin to them, and they start to unpack the ingots back onto a sled for you all, which takes quite a few minutes, as they were just busy loading it, and now they are unloading it. A very Sisyphean task for them all. Izobai is standing here and ready to roleplay with you all as that activity is happening.
Gaiman will decide that it's now best to show them what he is capable of, since he would be a hit in Kakalak, and so he will help the goblins load up the wagon.
And here's the city name for you all, for the city there of Karkolok.
Oh, Karkalok, excuse me.
No, you're good. This goblin does not speak very plainly. Whatever questions you have for Yield Izubai here, they are willing and ready. As they see a wolf, they are like, "Oh my God, that's a wolf! Magubliet, help us! It has come to eat us."
What was the name of this head goblin that's talking?
Oh, this is Izobai, and I will put that into chat here. Izobai.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, seeing a new face, Lotus will step in and introduce herself. I'm like, I am known as the White Lotus, the Thane of Bryn Shander. I am kind of curious. Have you seen anything that looks like... And she'll open up her notebook and turn to the page where she did a drawing of the Illithid. Have you seen anything that looks like this in your travels?
It screams as you show it that. And it says, mind flayer, and it starts to almost like shiver as you show it that. Why you show me that it's scary?
Seeing this, she'll immediately close the notebook. It's like, I'm sorry. It's just that, I know this may sound strange, but I've ran away from these things, but it seems like I haven't really gotten rid of them. But I was just curious if you'd seen any of them. I'm worried they might still be after me.
Haven't seen since we left Underdark. Oh, they're everywhere down there. They want your brain. They want your body. They want it all. Mostly, they want goblins' bodies. They say brain too small.
Interesting.
While we're asking, have you seen any frost salamanders around? We believe that is what killed the dwarf.
We not be looking for those. Those very big. They find you. You dead.
Gamon's going to turn to Akia and say, Akia, I would really like to find a frost salamander. This sounds amazing.
DM, would I have any idea how to find where this frost salamander is coming into and out of the world?
Some say that serendipity allows them to find you. But you could give me a history check to see if you have any inklings.
Well, Gaiman, if I don't know, something, if you're a good boy on Christmas. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Yes, you know that these creatures really like to cross from the planes of existence at areas where there might be a small tear or there might be weakness. Those are areas that are like glaciers or very tall mountains that you could potentially pass into the Frostfell. But with this winter that has been happening for 2 years without end, a summer sky that hasn't been seen, you could find an entrance to the Frostfall maybe just about anywhere.
I'll pass that along.
I would say hearing that, Lotus's eyes go wide. I'm like, all right, I know I've shown like here, but I want to warn you, I'm going to show you something else. Hopefully it won't be. Have you ever seen anything like, and she'll flip open to like the recreation she did of the crayon drawing when she was a child. Anyone that looks like this, and she'll tap the stick figure drawing she did of a tiefling of her father.
It looks at it and says, that looks like a lot of guys. I've seen a lot of guys that look like that. They have horns. They horny guys. You want to find horny guys?
Well, that depends on what you mean by that.
They point at their head. Horny guys. Guys with horns. And he makes horns with his hands.
Oh, yes, that kind, yes. Well, yes, because you see, this one I'm looking for here, and she points again to the stick figure. This one is my father.
You don't know where father is?
I haven't known where he is for the past 20 years.
He puts his hand up to embrace your shoulder.
And she'll kneel down for him.
I'm sorry. Izabai hasn't seen father in a long time either. He went missing in Underdark.
Hey, OOC, Lotus, did you have any information on where that tiefling was that was supposed to be able to fix your appearance?
Yes. If I recall, Icewind Dale said recognized her and was in one of the villages we hadn't been to yet. I can run through my notes real quick, see if I can find it.
As that is happening, Avalos, you're sniffing around the polar bears, and they are looking at you with a little bit of apprehension, as you appear to be a wolf.
Yeah, he's trying not to appear aggressive. I mean, just a single wolf, but he's curious what he detects.
As you look upon them, maybe it is your druidic ways, but you know that this polar bear's name is not actually Stiff Polar Bear. It is actually...
Hope not.
It is actually Fluffy. And this polar bear next to it, its name is not actually, as I fix Fluffy's name, it is not actually Striped Polar Bear. It is actually Frostbite.
Do Fluffy and Frostbite seem, one, either friendly or well trained?
They appear to be
Okay.
not well trained at all, but they also do appear to be not very friendly as well, as the goblins are keeping very wide berths and seem to have very long sticks to like poke them with.
Right, then Avalos will approach no closer than where he is now.
Now, at this moment, Gaiman, you would have helped the goblins finish loading up your guys' sled, and it appears that your sled is ready to leave, and that you all, for the moment, have the ingots.
Well, Gaiman, that went surprisingly well.
Yeah, I know. I was surprised even myself. So, look,
Oh, you didn't surprise me. I fully expected that out of you. I was just surprised that the goblins were so agreeable.
Easy boy. So, look, after we deliver the ingots and whatnot, how do we find you? Or like, how do we meet up afterwards?
You have a map of Icewind Dale. I will put location of where we live on your map.
Oh, okay. That is incredibly trusting. All right. Who's got the map?
I think Lotus has a map.
Yep, Lotus will reach to her side pack and pull out the map, so it can be marked down.
She's going for a gun.
What?
Please, Lotus didn't even use a gun when she was back home. So considering she's from Baltimore, would you really blame her if she did?
No, I'm taking us back to the map here, so I could mark Karkalok on your map.
But yeah, Gaiman, Akia will just explain that they're not sure why you doubted yourself, and they're like, I have never had any reason to believe that you weren't intelligent. I don't really understand what you keep talking about when you say stuff like that. And they appear genuinely confused that that interaction surprised you. That like your ability was in question there is what I was trying to get across.
Well, I mean, I never went to school, you know? I mean, I even know those things existed until I got a water deep. Yeah, I can't read anything. So, yeah. I'm not particularly bright.
Well, Gaiman, if you would like to learn how to read, I could help tutor you.
I think that ship has sailed, honestly.
Not nonsense, Gaiman. You're never too old to learn something new.
Well, I mean, probably need to, kick it, this crystal habit. Then we'll tackle, other stuff.
Of course. Just, as I've always told you, Gaiman, anything you're struggling with, you should never feel ashamed to ask for help.
All right, so I guess this means easy by that we'll come find you when we're done.
Excellent. And then you can marry my sister.
I don't know about all that.
Oh, come on. We become brothers. You marry my sister. Have goblin children.
don't know about that. I've never even met your sister.
This is true. She might not like you.
See, there you go. I snore something awful. I fart a lot. Yeah, bad breath. Whole thing.
That's okay. Me also have bad breath. My wife does not complain.
Quarter giant, half goblins.
Right. So yeah, I think we just gotta crack on. So nice meeting you, and we'll see you soon.
Good to see you. Good to meet you. And they will produce their hand forward to shake all of your hands for meeting with them and for taking this problem off of their hand. They did not know that they were going to be stealing something that would cause an international incident.
Avalis does not let the goblin pet him.
Oh, okay. The goblin is sad.
Oh, but Akia, out of character from what I remember, it was either the tiefling that could fix my mask. It was either at Caer Denival or Caer Koenig. I remember we realized that it was the same place that that one kid that ran off to that we were looking for.
For some reason, I just thought it was like the Underdark. So I don't know why.
No,
Okay.
it was like an ice castle or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's where we figured from the image the mirror showed that's where Lotus's dad was.
Right, but we were told like the kid was.
Yeah,
I'm
the
not
kid's
quite
in
sure
one
what-
of the cares.
Right, but no, the kid was like looking for the ice castle or had gone to the ice castle.
Yeah, he had been indoctrinated in that cult.
As you're speaking of this, which one of your allies would you allow to come with you? Because I imagine most of them were staying behind with the sleds, but did any of them come along?
Only Barry. I mean, Red. I
Red-
want to call it Barry so bad.
Red Berry. Red would say, "Oh, I remember you talking about this, everyone," as he creepily just bursts out of a snow drift nearby.
Creep. You have to add creep.
Oh Jesus! It's an evil bush.
Well, how else do you burst out of a snow drift? You don't just do it. Not creepy. He says, "Oh, I remember you guys were talking about this. It was Caer Denival, wasn't it?"
Ah, yes. And though Lotus will nod, and then all of a sudden look over like, Red, what are you doing here? Watto was supposed to be watching you.
He lost track of me. I'm quite stealthy and sneaky. I'm almost indistinguishable from any other plant.
See, I fucking told you. He's an evil bush.
Raymond, it's okay. I understand why you do not trust me. Your fear prevents it. I hope that one day we can be allies.
Yeah, I'm afraid you're fucking evil.
He looks downtrodden at the ground. Did you just say
No, do not fall for his lies. He is evil, and he's trying to take you all in. And that's his part of his scheme, is to make you think that he's harmless. He's not.
The bush looks downtrodden. Party, is there any else that you want to say or express to the goblins? Otherwise, they're going to pack into their clown car and get the hell out of here.
We should
Not
probably
me.
do the same.
I've already said my piece. I'm good.
Izabai will say his goodbyes to you all as the goblins all get into their clown car and begin to mush their polar bears. Some of them have to ride on the outside, hanging from precarious ropes and ladders. Yes, Red the Berry Bush will allow Wolfalus to cuddle him, as he feels slightly sad that he cannot connect to gaming. He will say, everyone, it has to be Caer Dineval that this castle is at. You know, I've heard it spoke that the other Caer Koenig, used to have a castle, but it got knocked down, and it did not get back up again.
I guess you can always just keep that castle down then. Anyone? Bueller?
It's just a stretch. Just a stretch.
So,
It was difficult to work with. I had the same thought. It's like, it's tough
Now we
one.
all need a whiskey drink.
Mm-hmm. And you can only get honey
A cider drink
at good meat.
Perhaps a
Oh,
whiskey drink.
I can get a vodka drink. I know where you can get a vodka drink.
Excellent. So these guys all disappear as they begin to head out of here towards Karkalok.
I guess as they're going, Lotus will just start thinking to herself. Then she'll say, well, out loud, but probably since you're staying there, you're hear from her first. She'll be like, you know, I kind of wonder that tiefling that I saw in the mirror, the one that could fix, you know, my mask. Like, I wonder if she might know my father.
Possibly.
No, it's
And-
just.
You've not met this person before, correct?
And she'll shake her head like, no, tieflings were fairly rare even back on my home worlds, and honestly, I barely know him. It's like I didn't even know he was my father. Like I could even barely remember his face until I saw it in the mirror there, and I still don't know why he left. And over those years, the main point of contention between me and my mom is that she always felt that he was going to come back, and I always told her that it's so long. And she would never tell me why he left, or even what he did before he left.
Well, there could be a good reason for why he left and didn't return. Or there could be a not good reason. I would just... Not sure what the best advice here is. Probably keep expectations grounded until you get more information.
Lotus nods, and then she'll put a hand on your shoulder, Alicia, and say, thank you. You know, I think I may have told you this before, Alicia, but you remind me a lot of my best friend from back home, Diamante. You know, and not just in the fact that, you know, you seem to help keep me grounded. No, it's like, she was a human with, long black hair, too.
I think you may have mentioned this before, but I do appreciate the compliment.
Yeah. Though she took a bit of a different path than you did. She became and she's sort of thinking for the words, a gladiator of sorts.
I think you had mentioned the term wrestler before.
Well, yes, it's
But
like,
yes, equivalent to gladiator here.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you see, it's kind of an interesting sort of thing, and I would imagine, so I'm not taking up a lot of time, it's like during the trip she'll give you the rundown of professional wrestling and how that all works.
Gaiman will take a very dim view of this professional wrestling business because it's not nearly dangerous enough as actually being a pit fighter, which it was his line of work prior to this.
And hearing that, she'll say, Well, maybe I should tell you the story of how Undertaker threw mankind off the top of Hell in a Cell.
I mean, you can, but if you didn't like fucking kill him during the process, it's sort of like, well, what's the point?
I think. I think this professional wrestling is not intended to kill your opponent.
No, it's not really. You see, it's all a show.
Well, it's all fake.
And Lotus will actually glare at you when you say that. It's like, no, I did not say it was fake. I said it was a show. It's a work. You know, like what you see carnival people doing.
Right, they're faking shit.
Oh no.
And then we have a long montage of Gaiman and Lotus getting into an argument about the realities and the possibilities of the two. As you begin your travels, roughly 2 hours pass between you all getting back to the sled, or your dog sleds, with the sled filled with ingots. I imagine that you guys all banded together and pulled that son of a bitch as hard as you could to the dog sleds. Once you get it there, is the plan to harness it to the dog sleds and then get it back to Bryn Shander?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I don't think we want to be carrying that thing with us the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll take it straight back to Bryn Shander.
So, DM, real
Yes.
talk. Gaiman's been having a good day. However, he has not had Crystal in a while. I don't think we did any checks before the Mephits and the Blizzard. He's been exerting himself physically and mentally. Do you need me to roll a check?
I will not you roll a check quite yet. It will only be about 2:30 p.m. It is going to be dark now, though, everyone.
Okay.
So, you all strap the sleds to the dog sleds, whoosh, begin to mush, and head off into the night. As you are in the wilds, the snow in front of you suddenly rises, merging into a towering figure. Breaking up next to it, you can see slithering serpentine creatures. And let me take you guys to a different map.
Oh, Gaiman got what he wanted for Christmas.
Perhaps. So the towering figure, dog sled's not shown.
Can I jump up in the front with Gaiman?
Looks like this. As creatures in the snow begin to pop out their scaly little heads, they look like this. As they look hungrily upon you all, and they begin to hiss as they are staring at your sweet, well, I don't want to say sweet bodies, but that's kind of what they're thinking.
Yeah,
And,
you do.
Yeah, they are looking upon your sweet bodies, and they are beginning to look at you all with hunger. Do they wish to eat you? I would love it if everyone can roll into initiative.
Is this is after 2 hours have passed? Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, so I am back to human. Or sorry, I was never human. Back to my form.
Back to Wolfalus. I love that. Alrighty, and these peeps need to go in. Okay, and let's get some music started here. Okay, here we go. This is our first time to use this new active initiative system in an actual combat. Let's see how we do here. And we should all be on the map. Combat has started. Okay, we are going to start with the Nippy Frost Viper. The Nippy Frost Viper begins to hiss. And as that happens, your B team members are going to dive into the snow. And it's going to move its way up. And it will be aggressive as it makes its way toward Alicia. Alicia, you see this towering serpent coming toward you.
Sir, why?
It begins to lick its lips as it sees you.
Ah.
And it is going to attempt to grapple you.
Is this an attack roll or?
Yeah, so for your warding flare, I will say that this is a 6 for its strength check.
Okay. It is private though, but.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry about that. It only got a 6. Reveal to everyone. For this, can you give me a resisting roll, acrobatics or athletics? No problem. You deftly dodge out of the way of this creature. Okay, so this creature has used its action economy, so it is going to go ahead and pass to Mammoth.
I'm going to steal.
It is not going to do that. So let me turn that off.
All right. Gaiman is going to use my last demon inspiration to steal.
Mm-hmm.
Bonus action rage. Or do I need to click on the dice itself? Come on, rage for me, baby. There we go. All right. There we go. Although I made the camera doge also enlarge.
That's okay. Dolores has grown angry.
So Gaiman, not wanting his spiritual guide to be in danger, is going to run up over here on a flank and wielding the flaming sword he has obtained, he is going to recklessly attack.
And I'm going to give Gaiman some light here because he's wielding this blade of flame.
And to roll with advantage, is it shift or is it control that I need to be
Shift.
getting as a...
Shift.
Thank you.
A 16 and plus 2 from the flank, and 18 is a hit for, holy crap, 18 points of slashing damage.
Is that right?
Yeah, you rolled max damage nearly on your blade, 4 on the D4, 5 from your strength, 2 from your rage.
Holy shit. All right, I'll take it.
It's been bumped. Who do you pass to?
I'll take it.
I'll pass to Alicia.
Come on, Alicia, let's cut it down to size.
I'll let you do most of that. Alicia's gonna use their last second level spell slot. Cast Bless. And is gonna put it on themselves, Gaiman, Avalis, and Akia. So all 4 of us have Bless. And then bonus action. I don't really have a whole lot that I can do with bonus actions. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay where I am, honestly. And then who wants it?
I'll take it so I can get it in front of people.
All right, I will pass it to Akia.
Okay. I'm just gonna move up and assume that me approaching will get their attention, and just throw up my shield and be like, "Bring it." So I'm gonna be taking the dodge action, and I'll pass to. Oh, I guess I'll do a bonus action. What do I know about these creatures? See if I can learn like resistances or anything.
That's right.
Ooh.
I can't do knowledge checks. I forgot about that.
Hold on, just one moment before you do this. Did I put this in this world? I think I may have. I have to give you a new macro. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm gonna drag a macro out into the world. Let me give you permission.
In a world with a new macro that you've been given permission for.
You can check your scouter.
Got her. Okay, let me see if I can find that now.
It should be in the chat as well.
Akia, what does the scouter say?
Is it an aberration, beast, celestial, construct?
This creature, you know that they are elementals because they are from the elemental plane of the Frostfell. Ooh. So you know that this creature, looking at it, potentially has 4 hit dice.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. What do you guys think of that macro? Is that how we would like it to work?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's nice. And then I just need to find that in the macros directory and put it on my hotbar.
You can drag it from the chat to your hotbar.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, it makes a little icon.
Do you see who it is in the icon?
It's Vegeta.
I'm sorry. Continue. Sorry.
The one to true prince.
Don't apologize. That's the best thing ever.
Oh, somehow dodging removed my bless. Put it back on there. All right, that's my turn.
Who do you
I know
pass to?
their strength is a 4. That's all I got.
So you're saying it's not over 9,000?
Nope, 4.
Okay. 4 is definitely not greater than 9,000. Got it.
You're also a 4, so just for reference.
Okay. I thought I was, better than a 4, but okay. Thought it was at least a 5.
That's where my 30 feet gets me, and then I'll pass to Avalis.
Okay. Atlas will go 30 feet, so Mammoth doesn't catch me, because I'm sure that's what he was going to do. And I will cast Moonbeam. I think I'm going to place it here now. Ooh, okay, I'll take that. And let's see. Bonus not a whole lot for a druid right now. That is it for me. I will pass to Lotus.
Oh, I don't know how that happened. He is not acted. Lotus, take it away.
All right. I'll go ahead and have Lotus take some movement. 30 feet this way. Oop. All right. Then let's go ahead and target the nippy frost viper here. And I will go ahead, make sure I don't forget it this time. I'm going to bonus action, use ability of our good friend Raylan to pop a hex onto it.
Can you target which one you're hexing? Oh, I see.
And I will go ahead and spend a first level spell slot. I'll go ahead and fire all 3 darts of magic missile at the nippy frost viper.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Here, and then for the necrotic, another 4.
Yeah, this creature, as you deal this damage to it, it's bloodied.
Nice.
As this creature becomes bloodied, something happens. Its body forms a second layer of frosty armor upon it, gaining its frost armor.
All right. All the party's gone, so I will then go ahead and pass to the mammoth frost viper.
Alrighty, here we go. Mammoth Frost Viper. Oh, well, we'll have to hide Mr. Watto there. It is going to start slithering because it saw a target run out. As it looks at or moves past Akia, its nostrils begin to flare. It begins to taste the air with its tongue. And it doesn't smell anything tasty. So it starts
a little metallic.
Starts to move towards those that it think might be a little bit tastier. It will be aggressive as it heads towards Lotus. Lotus, it's going to try to grapple you and wrap you up with its snake body.
All right.
Here's a strength check. Well, that is a 22.
All right.
Will the hot rolls continue?
Apparently not.
Okay. You are grappled. Lotus, you probably saw the feature film Aladdin when you were on Earth. This reminds you of that. All right, that is the Mammoth's action economy. Not the Mammoth, just the Mammoth Frost Viper. It will pass to unaffordable. So unaffordable, it is going to start to... It sees that there is a big boy, and it is going to start to go towards the big boy. It wants to wrap its tender body around the big boy. So here comes a grapple check as it tries to grapple itself around Gamut. I don't think it's going to be successful. Oh no!
I mean, I could fail. Pose athletics.
Yes, it only got a 4.
Isn't your minimum roll a 6?
Yeah,
Or
7.
7?
It's +7. I mean, check it out.
Oh my gosh. It weakly slaps its serpentine body against your iron rock hard muscles. It is just completely ineffective.
Wait your fucking turn.
Okay, and I think the last creature to go in the round is actually the frost salamander. At the start of its turn, there's a moonbeam on it, so it needs to make a save.
Yeah, it saves. So half damage, which I think was 13, maybe? 14, so 7 damage.
It takes no additional damage from radiant, so it takes 7. The creature will roar. You hear it charge 1 paragon action. It will move forward 1, and it's going to kind of 5e shuffle. So it's standing out of the moonbeam, but it sees Akia. It takes Akia's dancing as a direct affront to its salamanderness. So it's going to target Akia. Akia, it jumps straight up into the air, and then it tries to land right on top of you with its first attack. Akia, can you give me a dexterity saving throw? As it jumps up into the air and then tries to land on top of you. Okay. So you take 7 points of bludgeoning. Then can you give me a secondary dexterity save? Or wait, excuse me. You just get knocked prone as this thing just lands on top of you.
Okay.
Okay, so let me knock you prone. But you're still dodging, because prone doesn't mean you can't dodge, so you're just kind of rolling around the ground as you're dodging. It makes its second attack with
I'm
its
under
tail.
it, crawling around.
So this is a flat roll, because prone, but dodging, as it tries to knock you around with its tail. Flat roll of 20.
20's my AC.
So its tail crashes down like an avalanche, knocking its target off of its feet. So you're going to take 6 bludgeoning, 4 points of cold, and then you are knocked 10 feet away, let's say in this general direction. Okay, it growls as it continues to move forward. And it can move 1 more square, so it'll move to here because it sees there's another big boy. And that was its action. As its bonus action, it's going to spread the love. It sees
Would that
Avalus.
provoke an opportunity attack from Akia?
I was knocked away.
I was going to say,
I was knocked away from the creature before it moved.
Mm-hmm. Because let's see, can I go back?
Yeah, I wasn't even close to it.
Yeah, it was here, and then it popped you away like a little balloon, and then it ran over. But if you had been in the range, I would have totally let you take one. 100%. Okay, bonus action is going to target Avalus. Avalus, I believe you are in range for this. It is going to use its bonus action to try to frighten you.
Oh, okay. I don't believe I'm immune to fear. That's unfortunate.
Sound effect I played.
That is thanks to the D&D 5e animations module.
Right, wisdom save coming up.
This is one that I believe that Avalus is pretty good at.
Supposedly. Oh, I made it.
Yeah, so you are not frightened. That is this creature's entire action economy. So it has acted. And it looks like that is everyone here in round number 1. So we will go ahead and skip to round number 2. Akia, you kind of got fucked up by this thing. Would you like to steal?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take my turn. 15 feet to stand up. All right, there we go. Yeah, I don't. Can I reach this one? Oh, I guess I can. I guess I'll reach the one that Lotus that's attacking Lotus, trying to eat her, and attempt to punch it, get its attention.
Yeah, it has her wrapped in its strong steel-like coils.
Would this count as a separate creature for the scouter?
Yes, it would.
Okay.
It is a different creature. It's a frost viper.
Okay. So is that also an elemental?
It is an elemental.
All right. I would like to attack with my action and scouter with my bonus action.
Perfect. Now, if your DM was truly awesome, he would put a
that
GIF
did not work.
into the map or into the thing as well, so it played the GIF of them checking their scouter.
Oh wait. What's going on here?
Your Thunder Gauntlets, a 16 for 8.
Yeah, I'm just like clicking on different, like clicking on the thing, clicking on the macro, and they're both acting weird. I'll figure it out later. Okay, and then the scouter.
Okay, a 16 hits for 8 points of damage. And I'm gonna quickly go into your Thunder Gauntlets real quick. And I'm just going to give it the a dynamic active effect so that we always remember your Thunder Gauntlets. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so you know that this creature has blind sight as well as dark vision, and this creature has 4 hit dice.
Don't bother trying to blind them.
All right, Akia, anything else for you?
Nope. It's action and bonus action. Oh. You know what? I'm so sorry. I just realized that I had to stand up. I would not have been able to actually make it to anything.
Oh, that's right, because you
Yeah.
had to stand up for 15.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you can take that damage back. I'll still use my bonus action for that, but for my action instead, I'm going to have to do something else, either a dash or something.
Mhm.
I will just move 15 feet forward, while I guess healing myself, because I can't make it there and do anything at the same time. Sorry, everybody. Wasted a lot of time there.
It's okay. I should have caught it as well, but I was so caught up in how badass your thing was.
All right, then I will pass to who wants it?
Pass to me. I can use Misty Step to get out of the
Okay, Lotus.
grapple here. All right, thank you. All right, so bonus action. I will use 2nd level spell slot to Misty Step out of the coils of this thing. Oop. 30 feet. Boom. There. Then I will spend 30 feet of movement to move over here. Alright. Then I'll target the Nippy Frost Viper and attack action. I will 1st level magic missile Tell you what, let me send. I'll send the first 2 darts at Nippy, and the third one at Unaffordable.
Sounds good. Okay, at Nippy, he's going to take 2 and then 3.
And then I'll roll for the Necrotic Hex. Do additional 2. Then Unaffordable will take 2.
Okay. They scream in pain as they are struck by your magic missiles.
All right. All right, so move, bonus action. All right, that is all for me. So, yep, I guess that would give them the opportunity to steal.
Absolutely. So here we go. We got to put marked on Alicia and marked on, or not Alicia, marked on Lotus, marked on Akia. Lotus just act, and Nippy is going to go after it now. So it is acting. It looks hungrily upon Alicia, and it's going to target Alicia again.
Question: what was the senses on this creature that Akia realized?
They have
Sight.
blind sight and dark vision.
Okay. So is it immune to the blinded condition?
I'm going to say that it, for your features, it still is going to be affected by your features.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It is once again going to try to wrap you up in its coils. It wants to try to grapple you for some reason.
I will once again use Warding Flare to give it disadvantage.
Sure.
So make acrobatics.
Yeah, you're able to duck out of the way before this thing can wrap you up. Perfect. Okay, this creature has used its full kit. So it's going to go ahead and pass to Mammoth. Okay, Mammoth. It sees a delicious-looking Eladrin over here. And it's going to kind of dive toward Avalis here. Oops, not yet. Avalis, it is going to attempt to bite you.
Yeah, that almost kills me.
So you get hit with its teeth, but this is an important saving throw. Can you give me a Constitution save against the poison in its viperous bite?
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, I'll have 1 hit point if I make it. Nope, that's a failure.
Well, you still have.
I have 2 expirations. I'll use one of them.
Yeah. That is enough. So it goes from 23 poison down to half.
Well, that's good. So what's that? 12 points of poison, so 22 points of damage. That sucks.
It is a lot, but okay, that is this creature's full action economy. Avalis, you can steal.
Yeah. Let's see, 22 from 35 was a 13.
23 rounds down to 11.
That's right. It would only be at 12 if it was 24.
Ah, thank you.
Moonbeam's still up.
Yep. Although I need to get out of dodge. I'm not gonna do what Lotus unintentionally did to me, and I'm gonna move in a different direction. Otherwise, we'll just be chasing each other as targets. I will bonus action face step, so I can't move Moonbeam, unfortunately.
Moving Moonbeam would be an action, I believe, if you're using bonus action to face step.
He needs to make a wisdom save or be frightened, by the way, unless he's immune to that.
And yes, sorry, I was just copying this into the chat. Yep, once on each
yeah.
of your turns, you can
I always
cast it.
think it's a bonus instead of an action. Then I will
In this
use
case, it works out.
he is not afraid of me, and I will move 30 feet using my movement. And I will move Moonbeam on top of Big Guy again.
Very cool.
Yeah, Avlis is not a melee druid.
And did we give you a Moonbeam actor? Because I feel like
No, we didn't. So every time I drop it, I can't move it again.
hold the phone. We got to do this really quick because this is it's just gonna help us in the long run.
Hold the phone.
Quick aside. So you see these snake-a-dudes are quite powerful, but you believe, even though they are powerful, you can survive.
I can survive one hit, maybe.
One hit. Okay, and Avalis, who are you going to pass to?
I will pass to Gaiman.
Okay. And Gaiman, you are acting.
Okay. Now, I appear to be in the salamander's aura? Does that do anything?
It will only matter at the start of its turn.
Okay. I could have sworn that the Colossus Barbarian had like a cleave thing, but I can't seem to find it, so I must have been imagining it. I'll just keep wailing on the one that.
Yeah, you did. You had a line attack.
I can't seem to find it in Valda's.
Yeah, different versions might be different. Often, if you find it on different websites, they have more powerful abilities.
Well, I mean, I've got the PDF. It's not on my sheet. Oh well, never mind. I will just recklessly attack the one that we've got pinned. More max damage.
Wow. That definitely hits. Nippy, the Frost Viper. It does not look like it's feeling very good after that.
Not really. Don't have a bonus action. I'll pass to Alicia.
All right. Put active myself. Looking at Nippy. I'm going to cast Toll the Dead on this one. Oh, for fuck's sake. I did target it, so that should be actually a D.
Yeah, D12.
Maybe a D12, yeah.
Oh, and Gaiman, I think the feature is called Larger Than Life, which might be a copyright infringement on the Backstreet Boys. Yeah, you have it on your sheet. There you go. Okay, so I need to make a wisdom save.
Yes, for Nippy. I was supposed to have rolled a... well, fuck. It takes nothing. Let's see. Bonus
Oh,
stage.
well, shit. Can I read? No. It's fine. If I'd been paying attention, I could have called it. Nope. We're sticking. Thank you for correcting me.
No, you're good. I just wanted to find it real quick, just in case it got dropped off your sheet. And...
No, I just dropped the ball myself.
I think
that works.
Alicia will move to kind of like here. I think that's gonna be it.
Sounds good. And who do you pass to?
But all of my allies have gone, so it's just bad guys. We'll go with unaffordable.
Okay, here we go. Unaffordable. It is acting. All right, it is going to actually disengage from Gaiman because it sees there's a tasty target up there in the trees that it wants to put its snake mouth on.
This is rolling correctly now. That's weird.
Oh, I went in and fixed that real quick.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
No problem. So it action disengaged. It uses its movement, and then it will be aggressive as it begins to slither towards our dear Lotus. It is acted.
Be like, you can't have my body. It belongs to someone else.
I want your body. No, it doesn't say that. That would be too creepy. Okay, it will pass to the salamander.
Oh,
The
God,
salamander is
Makes it-
acting.
Makes a con save again.
Yes. Thank you. Saving throw. Here we go. Okay, it's
Half
gonna take
damage. Do you want me to re-roll the damage this round, or just want to you would take the same each round?
You can go ahead and re-roll it.
Okay.
It is the one hard part. It's like, where did the chat card go?
It's
Oh, no,
2d10.
I guess I'll put a spell template. Okay. Fine.
So it
Oof.
takes 5. Okay, so at the start of its turn, all creatures that aren't immune to this, are going to take 9 points of cold in its cold aura. So I think that's only going to affect Gaiman. Okay, and then the creature. Let's see here. Ooh, does it want to do this? I think it does. It's gonna go for a ice spike attack against Gaiman.
Okay, so I'm resistant to cold, so I only take half damage.
Correct.
And there's not a save for the cold aura?
Correct. It is just you're in its aura, so you're going to take a little bit of damage. So this is its ice spike. So it creates an icy spike around its body, and it tries to stab it into Gaiman for 7 piercing, 4 cold, which you resist both of those. That's not too bad.
So that's just 5 damage.
Correct. And it lowers your speed. So that is attack the first, and then its second attack, using its multi-attack, is going to attempt to do a tail slam. And that is a
Sometimes this is my
17.
hits my AC.
Okay, so you would resist both these damage types as well. And if it swipes you... Oh, this didn't get programmed into its attack. Sorry, Akia, so you might have been able to succeed on this. Can you give me a dexterity saving throw, Gaiman, against this effect? You
Sure.
do see it
I
coming.
was about to say, danger sense.
Yes, you do see this creature's tail coming at you with a strange alacrity. Perfect. So yeah, you aren't knocked prone from this. All right, that is the creature's action. Bonus action. It's going to look at Akia, spreading the love for its chilling gaze.
I'm scared.
Okay, Akia, you're going to be scared too. And as the round is over, let's start next time because I just looked at the clock and I'm like, oh, it's 11:30. Oh my gosh. So we'll go to the next round. I'm gonna set Gaiman as the active actor. I'm gonna go ahead and flush chat down the toilet. I'm just gonna write a note that Gaiman is the active guy.
Is the stress/exhaustion what we're using for the fear effect?
Correct. That is. Go ahead.
Oh no, that's exhaustion. Fear should be something else, but that also does.
Sorry, you're absolutely correct. I clicked the wrong thing on you. Don't worry, I'll put the right thing on you. Fear.
Yeah, because it's the scared emoji.
You scared. All right, everybody. Let's go back to the Rime of the Frostmaiden page. Thanks for the help there, everybody. Woof. Thank you guys for a great session. Thank you guys for helping me stress test the active initiative system.
You're welcome.
How do we feel about our session that we just had, everybody? Feel okay?
I feel like Avalos needs some new armor.
No. It's fine. You're doing great.
16
He's,
AC is not going to carry me through this campaign.
Yeah, but you got you.
Avalos is just a one-hit wonder. We wonder how you survived that one hit.
Mm-hmm.
But you teleported out of there, so that's what you got instead of armor.
I will say, Gaiman negotiating successfully with the goblins is definitely the play of the night.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You didn't have to kill those little goblins.
Gaiman was
And
on
now
fire this session.
We added another quest.
At least we're in the process of clearing another one.
absolutely. And hey, you might not ever have to go and help those goblins. You might just be like, whatever.
I mean, we could.
Well, I hope they help themselves. But
Honestly, Gaiman's not in a huge rush because he's a little intimidated because he feels like he's gonna be like thrust into an arranged marriage.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys for all playing. I hope you guys have a good weekend. I hope you guys have a good week. And then we can come back here next week for our next session of Rime of the Frostmaiden as you guys continue your battle against the Frost Salamanders and the Frost Vipers in the hope of getting your reward for the Mingets.
Thanks for running.
My pleasure. I hope you guys have a good one. Bye, guys.
All right, good game. Good night.
Night, and thanks everyone for tuning in. Catch you next time.